You know what? Why not a shark? Why not shark foot? We're gonna call it good old shark foot. There we go. Did it switch? Did it switch in your heads? Some of you may be seeing it. Some of you may not be seeing it. This is the weirdest creation. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a good idea. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and today we are doing speed builds with the Discord community again. And if you don't know what that is where I take suggestions live during my recording from you guys in the Discord on quick things I should build. And if you want to participate in this stuff in the future, then check the links down in the description and click on the Discord link and join the scrapper community there in the scrapyard. Fun thing about these is I never have any idea what I'm about to build until I start recording, so let's figure that out right now. All right, we're gonna start off simple right off the bat. Ask for a mug. Mission accomplished. Next suggestion. You know what? Building off of that suggestion, let's go with what Croissant here asked for, which is a flying cup. So a mug is technically a cup, right? I mean, I think a mug's a cup. Not all cups are mugs, but all mugs are cups. I mean, I guess if a cup is just something that holds liquid and you could drink out of, would that make bowls cups? Is a bowl a cup? What about a jug? That'd make a jug a cup too. What's a cup? How do you define cup? You know, we get into some serious philosophical topics on ScrapMan channel here, but let's build a flying cup. All right, so we got our cup here, and we're gonna have to make this thing fly. And in order to make something fly, you gotta attach some rockets to it usually, or some type of thrust. So this is where things are gonna get a little bit interesting. So you know what? I'm actually gonna have to turn this onto its side. So we're just gonna do that. There we go. And I think the pipes are what we're gonna need here, the small pipes, because we don't have a lot of surface area to attach to. So I think I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna need probably this one here. So why don't we just, there we go, and we could do that. And now we need some curved pieces. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing. All right, this is the start. This is the start of the flying cup. All right, now you ready for this? This might seem excessive, but we are going to put 4 thrusters on this thing. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm actually not too sure how I'm supposed to, uh-oh. Oh, this doesn't work. This doesn't actually work. Wait, hold on a sec. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. There we go. All right, there we go. But where am I gonna put the controller? I guess I can put a controller right there. Okay, we could do this. We have to make this even, right? You know, this flying cup has turned out to be a little bit more complex than I expected. All right, so now I think if they all just go 45 degrees blue, we also need a button, or a switch rather, to make this thing go. So I'm just gonna put that right on top of the cup there. All right, so let's see how this thing looks so far. All right, that's not looking bad. So now we just need to weld this thing so that it's actually upright. There we go, and just attach the button to all of the thrusters, and I think we have ourselves a flying cup here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do one better. Not only is this cup going to be flying, but check this out. Ready? You ready for this? Only real ScrapMan fans are gonna get this reference here. But I'm gonna make this a flying stabilizer cup. There we go. So now, no matter what, nothing can make this cup spill its contents. Nothing at all, because it's got a special stabilizer underneath. And here we go. Flying cup, just like you asked for. Thruster's always on max. Now, if I've done this right, this cup should fly straight up into the air and probably never be seen again. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. That's a fast flying cup. I'm gonna say mission overwhelmingly accomplished, and I wonder if we'll ever see that thing again. All right, next next challenge. Charlemagne here says, make a derpy walker. I think that actually sounds pretty fun. So this is going to be going along with the stupid vehicles theme here. The last Discord speed builds, we did a couple of stupid vehicles, but this one I'm going to make a walker, but I'm going to intentionally make all of the parts of it just less than optimal. And it's probably going to be pretty derpy. All right, so one of the easier ways to make a walker is to use circular motion. Like rather than actually having like a walking, stepping like with joints and stuff, just have a circular thing that moves the legs in a circle. And I find that to be the most reliable way to make a quick walker. But what we're gonna do here is not all the legs are gonna go the same speed, and also not all the legs are gonna be the same length, and we're gonna see what kind of effect that has on this thing. So I'm gonna make the legs relatively big. I'm gonna have it be a 4-legged walker instead of a 6-legged walker. 6-legged walkers tend to be more stable, but this is supposed to be derpy, so stability is not our first priority. All right, so I've got some strange experiments here. I'm gonna make the legs, they're even gonna be made out of like different things. So now in order to make a walker using circular motion, you have to have 2 different rotation points that counteract each other. That way the foot can stay level to the ground while the other thing rotates in a circle. So this is gonna be the first leg. Now what's the foot gonna be? You know what? Why don't we make the foot a bathtub? So this is gonna have a bathtub foot. Can we do it side? Oh, we can't attach it sideways. That's disappointing. Oh well, sideways bathtub it is. All right, so now this one I'm gonna make it like a wheel is going to be the rotation point. So then the other bearing will go right here, and I'll attach his foot right to there. And this one's foot is going to be, I don't know, a windshield. Why not just have it be a windshield? Can we do it? There we go. Oh, look at that. That's a great foot. That is a great foot. I like that a lot. Okay, so now over here, we're going to do something a little bit weird, and we're going to make this a piston. And we're going to just give it an adjustable length as it rotates, just for whatever reason, because, you know, it's a derpy walker. But what is the foot going to be? You know what? Why not a shark? Why not shark foot? We're going to call it good old shark foot. There we go. And now we have our last one right here. And you know what? Why doesn't this one just be, like, extra long for some reason? There we go. And then we're just going to give it, like, an itty-bitty foot right there. So there's the basics of our walker. Now we just gotta put some controllers on this thing and make everything just be derpy. We're gonna give each leg its own controller, so that way we can set whatever speeds we want. All right, so the interesting thing about this one is I'm actually gonna attach the piston to a separate controller from this leg here. That way this controller can be independent of the cycle, and it won't be the same. Every single cycle will be different. And that's just gonna make it extra derpy. All right, now we're just gonna we're gonna paint it some ScrapMan colors, make it look nice. Oh, I used the wrong color red here, but you know, whatever. And we got black. Put a lot of effort into this build, you can tell by the paint job. All right, so now if we press the button, we should walk. I don't know if we're actually gonna go, but everything should do different things. Let's find out what happens. Here we go. Look at the piston leg. The piston leg doesn't know what it's doing with the shark. It's working though. We're going forward. You know, I feel like I want to increase the speed on everything. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now it should go much faster. Oh boy, this doesn't seem to help, especially that front leg, that longer front. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. All right, well, I think this qualifies as a derpy. Now it's almost like a lunger, like it's trying to lunge itself. You know what? The front legs, one of them needs to be adjusted because they're going the same exact speed, and that kind of like screws it up a little bit. So can I please just hit that control? I just want to adjust this controller speed. Get back here. You know what? It would be easier if I probably put it on a lift, but this just, all right, there we go. All right, let's slow this one down. There we go. Now it's going backwards. All right, it needs to be reset. It needs to be reset. All right, and go. There we go. Look at that tub go. Look at the tub foot. Tub foot. That just sounds like a really bad nickname that somebody would get for something that, some ailment. You know what? Let's not think about what tubfoot means. All right, so I'm going to call this mission accomplished. Let's get on to the next suggestion. Undefined has an interesting challenge here that I think qualifies as a quick build because we're trying to build the smallest car possible that moves on its own with no seat and no mods. So that means it's not one that we're actually driving, but just one that we can just make it go. And let's see what we can do with this. Let's see what's the smallest thing we can make move. So obviously this is not the smallest car. So now in order to make something move, there's a couple of things we can have. We can have a thruster, we can have an engine, or we can have a controller. And the controller is the smallest thing out of all of those. So I'm going to use the controller. So we're going to need bearings. We're going to need a switch to turn it on since we don't have it attached to a seat. And we're going to need wheels. Now the question is, if I have the controller with bearings, where do the bearings sit? So here's our 4 wheels. I'm going to say because it's a car, I'm going to say it has to have 4 wheels. Now all we need is just the wheels to touch the ground. So we need to choose the smallest thing that we can that's still going to touch the ground. And I'm worried that, actually, you know what's smaller than those is screws. So let's see if we can use these. Will these touch the ground is the question. Do you think those are touching? I don't know if those are touching. Let's find out. I'm just going to give it front wheel drive for now. We need to put a switch on the front right there. Attach that there. We're going to have these rotate 360 degrees and looping. And now let's turn it on. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's actually go ahead and do this as well. We might have a chance here. Maybe with 4-wheel drive. There it is. There it is. Smallest car. Smallest car that actually runs. I mean, it doesn't have any steering, which is okay. But I mean, if we don't have a seat on it, the steering is kind of useless anyway. But it's going. It's not the most efficient thing. Let's see. If we make it just a little bit bigger, can we make it go more smoothly? Because this seems more like it's dragging itself across the ground. Now I wonder, qualifying as a car, I'm assuming means 4 wheels. Is it possible to use fewer parts than we've used to make a 4-wheeled thing that rolls across the ground? But I actually kind of want to see if we can make something that works just a little bit better, which might mean using something just slightly bigger. Let's see. These probably won't touch the ground any better than what we just used, but let's just see what happens. Oh, that actually looks way better. Oh, never mind. It got stuck. It looks like it's not better after all. I think the screws are it. What about a duck? Can we use duck wheels? No, this is not gonna work. There's no way this is gonna work. Almost. Almost. If it was flatter ground, I think it would technically work. Maybe not. Nope. I think our first attempt might be it. The screws are like the smallest thing. Yeah, this right here is like the smallest thing. I think that. Oh, what about mugs? Does the handle? I don't think the handle collides. Let's see what happens with the mugs. The handle probably doesn't collide. Nope, no collision on the handle. So yeah, it really does seem like, here, I'll remove these and I'll put the screws on. It seems like the screws actually surprisingly have the best contact with the ground. So there you go. Smallest car. Can you make one smaller? Let me know down in the comments what parts we would need to make something smaller than this. Honestly, I cannot really think of anything though. We got 4 wheels in the most compact area I could think of. All right, I'm just going to leave that thing running in the background, and maybe we can see if we can find it by the end of the episode. I'll probably forget, though. It'll be somewhere, or maybe it'll just be right there, probably against that rock or something. All right, next suggestion. All right, the Flexus here says, try to build an optical illusion. Well, I already have an idea in mind of something that wouldn't be too difficult to make, I don't think, as long as I can get the timing correct. But let's actually build an optical illusion. This should be kind of fun. All right, so what I'm building right now is an illusion called the Phi Phenomenon. This is something that pretty much I'm sure all of you have seen, but just never knew that it was called the Phi Phenomenon. And that is an optical illusion that creates the illusion of motion, but in reality, there's nothing actually moving. And I'm going to demonstrate that using lights here. All right, and here you have it. It might look a little bit weird right now, but I'm going to actually explain it. And there's a couple of different ways you can switch your mind up and see this in different ways too. So it doesn't look as good as it does in real life, but what the Phi Phenomenon basically is depending on how your brain looks at this, you might see the appearance of lights moving around in a circle in one direction or the other direction, or it might look like lights are shifting back and forth. So for example, I'm going to put my cursor, follow my little cursor right here, and I'm going to follow one of these lights down, and I'm going to solidify in your mind a motion, a direction of motion. So watch the cursor. I'm going to follow a light. Now the light is going around just like this. And now it might look like a shift in your head may have just happened where it looks like everything is circulating. Everything's moving in a circular direction, just like this. Take a look at it. And now follow around with your eyes. Just follow some of the blinking lights around with your eyes. Now let's switch directions. Now ready? Here we go. Now I'm following a light this way. Did it switch? Did it switch in your heads? Some of you may be seeing it, some of you may not be seeing it, but now it might look like everything's moving in a circular motion in the other direction. But if I just hold my mouse on this singular light right here, and if you just stare at that one light, now it just might look like everything is kind of going in and out to this one light. So that is an optical illusion called the Phi Phenomenon. So hopefully you guys actually learned something from this episode. Let me know down in the comments, did you see it? Were you able to switch directions? What did it look like to you? All right, I have time for one more suggestion. Let's see what we're gonna end the episode off on. All right, we have our last suggestion by Shantang36 here, which I think will actually be a pretty entertaining one to see. And he says, build a trash can that opens and closes its lids constantly. So I have an idea of how to do that, and I think this is actually gonna be pretty funny. So let's just give it a try. All right, so first things first, we're gonna need a trash can, which means we need the dreaded circle. Circles are very frustrating to make in Scrap Mechanic. There we go. I think that's a pretty good trash can size. And the good thing about this is actually keeping the blocky nature of it, I think is actually gonna make it look more like a trash can as well. Because these little ridges on the sides of the trash cans, like your classic like garbage can, I think that the blocky nature of it actually it gives that kind of trash can look to it. All right, so now we have the circumference of the trash can. Now we just need to give it a lid. All right, so I'm gonna try something a little bit weird here. And I'm gonna do a piston mechanism to open up the lid, but the lid's gonna open up on a rotation. But I'm thinking that with the pistons, we might be able to get some better speed out of it and make it a little bit more crazy. All right, so now here's the test is, does this work the way I think it does? I'm just gonna extend this by, uh-oh. That does not appear to be working the way I thought it was going to. And my game crashed. A trash can crashed my game. Well, let's get back in there and try this again. I just spawned back in, and the trash can just came down on top of me. I'm literally inside the trash can. Okay, so it looks like, oh, a bearing got deleted. There is supposed to be a bearing right there. Like that. And then that, and then that's supposed to weld to that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did this. All right, so let me try this. I'm gonna go like that, and maybe I need to do 2 of these, and then I need to get a bearing right over there. All right, you know what? We're just gonna have to do it this way. All right, get me out of here. Get me out of the trash can, please. Thank you. All right, so then there needs to be a bearing right there, and a block right there, and now we need to put this on a lift. And then weld inside from there to there. And now let me see if this piston mechanism works the way that I planned. If I just do this, and then I go ahead and extend it by like 2. It appears to almost want to work, but not quite. All right, we got it. We finally got this piston. Piston mechanism gave me a little bit more trouble than I thought it was, and I think it came down to just not using pipes. I was using the blocks to the pipes, and there were some collisions happening there. But now we can see that the piston works. So now all I gotta do is I'm actually gonna disconnect it from this. I'm gonna set the piston on max speed, and I'm gonna set it all the way up to 15. And what I'm going to use to control it is the same thing I actually used to control the Phi Phenomenon over there. And that is a logic and timer system, which will allow us to change how quickly this thing opens and closes. And we could experiment with different types of things like that. So if I just have one of these for an XOR, one of those as an AND, then I have it a timer, and then I just loop this around like this. And then I can just loop that into the piston. Now when we hit the switch, which I will put on the outside, right to there, it's gonna make it go crazy. So we're gonna see how this works. Oh, and I gotta put this on. Let's just do it slow for now. Let's do 1 second. We're just gonna have 1 second, which is gonna be kind of slow. Now to complete the trash can, we need to actually close on the bottom, because if you have a bottomless trash can, then no one's gonna be having a good time with their trash. All right. Here it goes. A trash can where the lid opens and closes constantly. Oh boy. Oh, we should not have put it on 15. We should not have put it on 15. Here, let's, oh, we can't even adjust it. All right, so I changed the piston to go a little up. That's still too much. So maybe, is that good? I think that's good. That looks pretty good. All right, so I think already we're successful. Now all we have to do is just play with it and create some weird timings and see what we can do with this. All right, so now I'm gonna change it to double speed. Let's just go double speed. We're gonna slowly increase the speed and then see what happens when we go faster and faster and faster. So here's half a second. All right, not much. Hey, it's almost like it walks. It's a walking trash can or a hopping trash can. That's kind of cool. You know what? I'm actually kind of curious now. What happens if we take some metal and we just attach some metal right to the top of it? Ready? And oh, that was not exactly what I wanted to do, but it clearly made a difference. All right, so now let's get that metal off there, and now let's change it to a quarter of a second. All right, and go. Uh-oh. Okay, all right, now let's just go all the way. Let's just have it spasm a little bit. We're just gonna go down to like a tenth of a second. All right, and go. Oh. It's not actually what I expected. It seems to extend faster than it contracts. Can we change something about this? No, what if we go 6? Oh, that changed things. Okay. So now what happens, I'm going to take the front. Where's the front? The front is right here. I'm just going to add a lip of metal, and this should completely change the weight distribution of it and probably have some hilarious results. Here we go. Uh-oh. This is the weirdest creation. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a good idea. It's entertaining. It's definitely got the entertaining feel of it, but why? What's the point? What's the point? This is the most useless trash can anyone's ever made. Let's see if we can hop into it. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're gonna hop into it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, we almost made it in. All right, we can do this. 3, 2, 1. All right, we did it. All right, we're gonna end the episode inside of a trash can. Hopefully this isn't symbolic of my channel going into the trash, but thanks for the suggestions. Now remember, if you want to be part of the Discord, click the link down in the description below. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Let me know which of these quick builds was your favorite one. Which one did you like the best and why? Let me know down in the comments, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future episodes like this. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.